everyone? It's your favorite 71% successful grant writer, Superior Shelby, and I'm so blessed to be here. In today's live stream, I won't take up much of your time. We're going to do our general grant search. I don't really have much coaching for you, but you can always put in the chat whatever your challenges are. I want to thank you so much for joining me live on YouTube. And if you are watching this live stream after I have already recorded it earlier today, make sure you don't miss our daily live streams where we go live every morning around 9 or 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And I'm always talking about how to find grants, how to be properly prepared. And I want to reassure you that for your startup and small business, you are worthy and well deserving of this free money you don't have to pay back so you can have the necessary capital to start your business. So I have dedicated this entire 6-year-old YouTube channel teaching you all about business strategy, business development coaching, as well as how to get grants. So this daily live stream is to continue to motivate you and to encourage you to go for opportunities that serve in your favor. Now, make sure you like the live stream as you are coming in, so that way the YouTube algorithm can push this information out to all other entrepreneurs and startups who are simply looking for grant funding, and they need to know this information on how to go for grants, what they need to have before they decide to submit a grant application, and also what are the possibilities of them winning. So thank you so much for joining. I have been a small business development coach for 10 years. I've also been winning millions of dollars in grants for nonprofits, schools, private organizations, for-profit startups and small business owners, and even my own personal projects. So I have a 71% successful grant writing rate. What that means is out of 1,000 clients I would get in a year, 71% of them would actually win one grant that I have applied to for them. You can check out my most recent wins on my YouTube shorts. I just most recently won 2 of my clients $100,000 each for their startup and small business. So I'm hoping that I can encourage you to do the same and go for these opportunities that I'm always showing you on YouTube. For the past 2 days in this week, we've actually been walking through grants directly. So make sure you go check out those live streams from yesterday when I submitted a $50,000 grant called the Chasm Grant. And then the day before that, when I submitted the $100,000 grant for the distilled, I think it was, Poker Power. All right, funded by I Fund Women in Poker Play or Poker Power. The name, you'll see it. It's from 2 days ago on Monday. So today, I just wanted us to go over our usual grant, education. Also go through some, grant search engines, the grant search engines that I use to find grants. So I'm going to show that to you here live on YouTube. And then towards the end, I have a really cool new affiliate offer for all of you guys who are consistently joining me daily. Or if you are just learning about me, you could potentially earn money alongside with me by simply referring your friends, family, coworkers, and anybody else that you know is starting a business or wants to scale. So I'll talk about my Superior Affiliate Program towards the end. And of course, throughout this entire grant education, you have the ability to put your questions and concerns in the chat so that way I can assist you and just reassure you on a few questions that you might have, okay? So thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I'm going to go over our grant spiel, and then I'm going to get into searching for some grants, and then we'll wrap up the live stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Wednesday. I pray that you guys' week is fulfilling. You have been quite productive. Remember earlier this week, for those of you who have joined me, I talked about how I was developing a specific Google Calendar so I can keep myself more productive and more disciplined. I told you on Monday that I had a epiphany, like I had a revelation, and I had to be honest with myself and ask myself, how am I actually, providing more game and more value to my clients? How am I handling the clients I currently have? How am I handling my structure, right? And I was asking myself these questions because I'm in a place where I truly want to scale. For the past 3 years, I've been quite stagnant. I've been getting the same client types, and also I haven't been able to increase my business revenue, which is not allowing me to hire more people and also to offer more services and more skill development for other people that want to learn how to apply to grants and stuff. So I had to pray to God. I had to ask God, like, help me out with this. I need the blueprint. I need your help. I depend on you, right? Because I really don't know how to move forward. But the best thing I know how to do is to organize myself, organize my steps, and to just get locked in and disciplined. So I created a Google Calendar, and on your Google Calendar, you can actually create multiple tasks. And then you can actually cross out the task once the task is complete. So I'll show you that calendar as well. I was supposed to show you yesterday. I'm so sorry because my phone literally died yesterday. So I'm going to show you that today as well, okay? But without further ado, let's get into grants. What is a grant? Where can you get them from? How do you prepare for them, right? So what do you need before you go for a small business grant? And also, like, where do I find these grants? Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. All right, so hey everybody. Hey Dennis, thank you so much for joining. I truly appreciate your consistency. Hi, we mow lawns and more. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed that you have made it. I pray that your week is so productive so far. Carlton, thank you so much for joining. And thanks so much for joining today. I'm happy to see you. Jay Brittany, love your business plan and pitch. I'm consistently praying for you. May God bless you abundantly so we can work together soon. Hey, Deja, thank you so much for joining. Good morning, beautiful. I'm so happy that you are here. And everybody else who is joining, make sure you like the live stream so that way the YouTube algorithm can push out this information to other entrepreneurs who simply need to know how to find free money. All right, so let's get into it. Now, you know my line. You can get free money for your startup and small business. Matter of fact, the search for grants, free money, is increasing 30% annually. Yes, that means more and more people who are starting a business are actually starting and looking to start their business with grants, which means you guys are actually interested in this. You just simply need to know how to go about it. And that's why I'm here, friend. I'm here to give you all the information you need. Now, you know my motto. The game is free. The hustle is sold separately. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do and how you need to go about it. But you have to still put in the power of execution so you can see and reap the benefits of your labors. Okay? So, grants. Grants is debt-free money. What that means is it is not like traditional lending. It is not a loan. It is not a line of credit. It is not a credit card. It's not venture capital or investment capital. It is free money that you can use to start or scale your business. Yes, free money. Believe it or not, yes, this is a real thing, okay? Stick with me here. Now, if you Google what is a small business grant, the Google definition will say a small business grant is in a form of a reward, usually in money, that you can receive from a state and local government. You can receive it from a business entity or from a private entity or private sector. So grants is free money. Grants do not check your credit. So there's some people, I usually get this frequently asked question, Shelby, how many grants can I apply to? How many grants can I get approved or can I approve of? And do they check your credit? Grants do not check your credit. There is no grant reporting agency like there is with credit. You don't have to worry about going through the hassle of providing business bank account statements. You don't have to worry about providing your social security number or your date of birth. They don't need your personal information. They don't want to know where you work at. They simply want to know what is your business idea and how can the funding that they're giving for free, how can that help you be impactful for starting your business? That is what a grant is. It's free money so you can start your business or scale the business you already have. Some of you guys have had your businesses since COVID and you simply need more money for supplies and equipment. You want to hire people, your marketing strategy, skill development, and so much more that you want to offer, more services that you want to offer, more products that you want to add on to your business, but you haven't been able to do that because COVID-19 was quite detrimental for everybody, economically, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And then coming out of that, we're just 5 years out of that, and it seems like it's still a struggle, considering inflation, tariffs, and so much more. So I understand the financial challenges everyone has been going through at the moment. But this is why you should take on one of these grant-free opportunities so you can use this money to put to use, right? And to scale and to offer more, incentives or products add more products to your brand, right? Okay, so free money, you don't have to pay back. That's number one, because it's not like traditional lending. There's no credit check, so you don't have to worry about any increase that is hurting your credit and your credit score will be going down because you have all these inquiries. No, that's not how grants work. You don't have to worry about any credit checks or any inquiries. You don't need to provide any bank account statements. And you don't need to provide your personal information like date of birth and social security number. These are like the great benefits. And it's free money that you like, it's free money that you can get. All right. Unlimited amounts of money too. A grant can start as little as $200 and it can go up to millions of dollars. Even as a startup, you can potentially get millions of dollars as well. Take NSF Seed Fund, for example. NSF Seed Fund, or some of y'all know about SBIR, this is a tech grant that's up to $2 million that you can get just as a startup. They want to know how you would use the money, and they want to know how much do you actually need to get started on your project, but it's up to $2 million. So that's what's really cool. There's unlimited amounts of funding that you can get in the grant world, and they do not report to your credit. So you don't have to worry about, oh, if I don't do right by it or whatever the case may be, it's going to hurt my credit. No, that's not how it works. Use the money, put it towards your strategy that you have, and watch your business grow with free money that you didn't have to put, go through any hassles for. Okay. Now, you can get this free money, this debt-free money grants from a state and local government. So, for example, let's say you live in El Paso, Texas, right? Or New York City or something like that. And they are looking for women entrepreneurs or Latino entrepreneurs in El Paso, Texas. And they want to give 10 women entrepreneurs $10,000 each. Okay. You would usually find those types of first come, first serve opportunities through your state's Small Business Development Center. Every state has a SBDC. You can Google it. You have Texas SBDC, Alabama SBDC, Georgia SBDC, Florida SBDC. SBDC is an acronym for Small Business Development Center. It's a resourceful tool that you can visit to find any funding opportunity that your state is actually behind in their funding. So those local loans that you're looking for, that's up to $100,000 for anyone who's in a specific zip code or area, those relief funds from any weather disasters that have possibly happened, that is the site that you would go to that is local for you, okay? And then also you can check this through the SBA site as well. They do have like a zip code locator, and then you can find like any type of loans and opportunities using that tool through the SBA.gov as well, okay? Now, you can also get grants from a company. So that can be Apple, Google, Uber, DoorDash, Sephora, Macy's, Gucci, okay? All of these other places, all of these big companies that actually give out grants to small business owners and startups. They do it because it helps them on the back end for taxes. They get to report on their taxes that they have given out hundreds of thousands of dollars in that particular year towards charitable rewards and gifts, allowing them to not have so much taxes to pay back. So they're helping us, we helping them, okay? All right, so you can also get this grant money from a private entity or another nonprofit that is specific for helping startups and small businesses scale. For example, Hello Skip, the Fearless Fund, Chasm. We learned about Chasm yesterday. There's so many others out there, all right? Private investors that give out grants because, once again, it helps them out with fulfilling their mission, and it also helps them out on taxes, okay? All right, so you know what a grant is. It's free money that you don't have to pay back, no credit checks, no personal information needed. You also know that you can get this grant money from a state and local government, a company, and also from a private entity. Let's talk about what you need to have before you go for these grants, okay? Now, most of these grant applications, they're going to ask you questions like, what is your business mission? Who are your competitors? Who is your target audience or target market? And why, like, what is your product and service? So give a description of it. Why is your product and service needed right now in the market, right? So those types of questions that they ask, it's very important that you are properly prepared for these particular grant questions. And the best way for you to be prepared is to have a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 3-minute pitch video. We went over a grant yesterday where they asked you to upload your pitch video. While it was optional, The more information you fill out or on your grant application, it actually increases your chances of approvals. So let's go over it. A business plan. A business plan is more than just, 1 to 2 pages, friend. It's a full document that has multiple analysis and market research and industry information that will reassure yourself, your team, and the funders on exactly what your product and service is or what your business is about, and how would you use your funding opportunity, right? What are the expenses that it takes for you to consistently manage your business, and what is your cash flow like, right? So there are specific key components that you need to have in a business plan. If you want to know exactly what you need to have in your business plan for reassurance, I uploaded a video last Sunday on how to develop a business plan. It's one of my most recent uploads, and it's also in a playlist, Don't Just Start a Business, Build a Business. So you can visit that video on my channel. It's about 9 or 10 minutes, but it goes over a majority of the key components that you need to have in your business plan. All right. So a pitch deck. The pitch deck is simply a PowerPoint slideshow presentation that's a visually, aesthetically appealing piece that has pictures, and it just like has all these graphs and stuff. And it's something that we can see that's very direct for the ones who need like colors and like, I'm that person. Okay. While I like going through business plans, I'm definitely a pitch deck type of person. And a pitch deck is like you just go through these slides, and all the information on each slide is very direct. But the slides that you create, the PowerPoint presentation you create, is literally all of the key components or like a summary of the key components from your business plan. So it must reflect the information that you have in your business plan. So usually it's about 10 to 14 slides, depending on what your product and service is. And you need to have pictures of your products. You need to have pictures of you performing your services. If not you, then you can always use picture examples from like story blocks or like stocks, right? Some sort of stock graphics. You can use Canva for this. You can develop your pitch deck using ChatGPT. I don't know how like thorough it would be, but you can try. PowerPoint presentation is what I use. There's other AI tools that you can use to develop your pitch deck. Okay. All right. So you need to have a pitch deck. And your pitch deck needs to thoroughly explain in like directly, but still in detail, but just being very direct, but also fun and excited. It needs to it needs to introduce your business. So introduce your product and service. Tell us what your mission is. So one slide needs to be like your mission statement. What is the ultimate problem that your clients have? What is your solution to that problem? You also need to talk about what's your marketing strategy, right? What is your team? So how many people are on your team? What is your funding requested amount? So how much money are you requesting? And then also you can have a timeline on one of these slides that show how you would use that money. And then last but not least, you need to have a slide that's about your contact information. Okay. So contact information like your business, email address, phone number, and social media, all that good stuff. Okay. So PowerPoint presentation. Yes, you can use AI, ChatGPT. There's other AI tools that you can use. You can use Microsoft PowerPoint, right? Everyone uses that. Or you can use, you can use those tools. Okay. So also you need to have a 3-minute pitch video. 3-minute pitch videos are very, very, very vital right now. I've noticed that when you are in the process of judgment from a grant and they want additional information from you, they are actually going to email you requesting a pitch video. That's how you know that you are a runner-up for this particular grant opportunity. But it needs to be up to 3 minutes. 3 minutes, the most, friend. Some of them will limit you to 60 seconds, okay? So it's very important that you practice your pitch. Now you can use ChatGPT to develop a pitch script, a 3-minute pitch script, something that is humanized and that like reflects you. It doesn't have to be so robotic or so like super professional. It needs to be compassionate, and it needs to be exciting and optimistic and engaging. So You want to create a pitch script and you want to use the backside camera of your phone and you want to record yourself. Then you also want to edit. You also want to edit like your what is it? Your video. Sorry, I got a text message, y'all. So it's a new client that wants to pay today. So you will also want to edit your video. Edit your video using like CapCut. Some people say don't use CapCut because I guess the content that you create on there is like they have, it's like certain privacy provisions, so it's up to you, but I use CapCut. Or you can use like Canva, right? You can edit your video using Canva, and make sure you put some b-roll in there. B-roll is a acronym for background rolling footage. So you know how like when I'm talking and then there will be another video that comes up when I'm, let's say I'm giving an example of a cleaning product, and my cleaning products are eco-friendly, and that we use it when we are vacuuming or when we are mopping. And then you might see a video that comes up when I'm explaining the particular product of a person that is mopping. Well, you need to have that type of visual content inside of your pitch video as well. So that way a person can get a visual idea of exactly what your product and service does. And then you need to have some nice music, you know what I mean? Some engaging music, something that's fun, not super professional. So that way it can just like feel you, it can give that feeling. It's a content piece. So it needs to be like a commercial. When you see a commercial on TV and how serious they are about getting you to buy that pack of Doritos, or getting you to use that Colgate toothpaste, or getting you to use, certain types of apps and stuff like that. They have music, they have like an example and background rolling footage. You don't even see a person's face usually. You just see the people using the product or service, right? Think of your pitch video like that, okay? All right, so you need a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 3-minute pitch video. Having these 3 key documents will professionally and properly, proactively prepare you for grants. You don't have to worry about stopping in the middle of a grant application and having to go do things like record your pitch video. And if you rush into doing your pitch video or pitch deck, then it might not come out as thorough, detailed, and compassionate as it could be if you actually do these things before you decide to submit the grant. So don't allow yourself to rush, because people can tell when you rush, all right, friend, because the quality is not there. So make sure you provide quality documentation, business plan, pitch deck, and pitch video. So that way you can be professionally, proactively prepared for these grant opportunities. Having that business plan is also going to serve as a answer key. So when you do come up on a question of what is your business mission, what is the problem, how are you solving it, and what is your target audience, and who are your competitors, you can refer back to your business plan, and also you can use some of the information out of your business plan to form your answer and in the most professional way possible, but still feel compassionate and mission driven. And then, yeah, you can go ahead and submit your application. Okay. Upload your pitch deck, upload your pitch video, and you should be good to go. You guys physically saw me submit 2 grants within the last 2 days. I'm actually going to find a grant right here, right now, in just a few minutes. And I'm going to find one that, I can apply to here. And then I'm also going to show you my calendar. That's going to help me, like my superior discipline calendar. And then I'm going to talk to you about my superior affiliation program. Okay. All right. So you know what a grant is. Grant is free money that you don't have to pay back. There's no credit checks and no personal information needed at all. And also you can get this free money from a state and local government. You can get it from a private entity like Hello Skip. And also you can get it from another company like Macy's or Sephora or Apple or Google. Okay. All right. So those of you who are just coming into the live stream, make sure you like the live stream. Just give me a thumbs up. So that way the YouTube algorithm can simply push out this good information to all other entrepreneurs who want to join in on the conversation. Okay. All right. So now that you know that, you also know that you need to have a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 3-minute pitch video. Let's talk about what websites do I use to find grants? This is a frequently asked question I get on a daily basis in my comments. Comments from old short videos that I did 3 years ago, and even old videos that I did a long time ago as well. Okay. All right. So the 2 main websites that I use is Hello Skip. That's Hello Skip, HELLOSKIP.com. We're actually going to visit Hello Skip today. And also grantwatch.com. That's grant, GRANT, watch, WATCH.com. All right. Now, Hello Skip is a blue and white app that you can download on your phone, very convenient, and it's free to use. They have a full dashboard of over 30 grants every month that you can apply to, and you just choose the grants that serve in your favor. Now, personally, for me, when I go through Hello Skip, I like to just learn more about the grant, but I still search the grant via Google because I like to apply to the grant directly to the grant application site. Um, I don't know. That's just like something I personally like to do. I feel like it reassures me that the application is directly submitted to the actual grantor versus me using a third party site. But you can use HelloSkip as that grant search engine and to reassure you and educate you, on how to go for not only grants but other funding opportunities like lines of credit, credit cards, and the best banks to go for, all the good stuff. Okay. It's an app to help startups and entrepreneurs start and scale their business. They also have a public directory where you can actually promote your business and your products and services. Okay. So sign up for Hello Skip. Use my invite code Superior Shelby all together. That's Shelby with an IE at the end. So you can have access to all of this good resources. And then Grant Watch. All right. So Grant Watch is lit. One moment. Out of the two, excuse me, sorry. So out of the two, Grant Watch is my favorite because Grant Watch is literally a search engine that has smart filters in place to narrow down to the best grants that serve in your favor. You can literally put inside the smart filters what area you're located in, state, city, zip code, and what's your business type. And also, you can click on the filters that are targeted towards you or that give a demographic of the business owner. So you can choose filters like you're a woman-owned small business owner, you are a Black business owner, or indigenous, or BIPOC is what they label it. So Black, indigenous, person of color. You are a veteran entrepreneur. You can choose all of these filters. And also you can put inside the filters, what's your business type? So is it a medical service type of business? Is it a consulting business? Is it education? Is it transportation? Does it have something to do with cleaning, right? And so you would use the smart filters in place on grantwatch.com to be able to narrow down to the best grants that serve in your favor. Now, hundreds of grants will show up, right? But it's still your diligence that you must do to go through each grant, rather it's 300 or more, and to choose the best grants that you should simply apply to. Make sure you click on the grant, read the description, read the eligibility requirements, and then you can create your own grant list using like a spreadsheet. And you can use this spreadsheet to create the grant list and then apply to one grant a day so you don't burn yourself out. Okay, cool. So that is what you guys can do. You know what a grant is. You know what grant search engines I use. You need to have a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 3-minute pitch video. Don't allow not having your business foundations put together no longer stop you from not being able to get funding opportunities. I've been able to have some really good conversations in our Zoom calls, and I actually have 2 Zoom calls later on this evening. And I've noticed that when I ask you guys a question, what types of funding opportunities have you went for? Some of you guys have actually went for loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. You've went with a third-party person, like a loan officer, someone you met on social media that said, hey, I could get you funding, 100K, 50K, whatever, for your startup. But when you have went through the process, you notice that you didn't have good credit, you don't have assets, or you simply don't have your business foundation set up. You must have the basic foundations put together. Having the basic foundations put together does not show that you have invested in your business anymore. COVID-19 did that. So many people purchased LLC just so they can get PPP that it showed like everyone, right? It showed all of the business lenders that, okay, getting your LLC is not a hassle. It's about who can actually like form their entire company, and they're willing to invest their own money into developing their business, right? So doing things like having your LLC, your EIN, your business website, your professional email, your Google My Business profile set up, doing 401 directory, having a business plan, a pitch deck, a 3-minute pitch video. Those are all things that you should do that's a part of your business foundations. Let me know in the chat if you guys do not know what you need to have to set up your business. For all the couple of people that's in here, I want to reassure you that you have already gotten this information. Most likely you have. During COVID, there were so many TikTok videos showing people how to start a business, how to register their company through their state Department of Corporations, how to get an EIN number. So you have definitely came across this information. You just either didn't pay attention or you lacked and you did not execute. And it's okay. I'm not judging you, but this is like where we have to be disciplined. And if you are actually ready now, you need to put in the execution now, okay? Especially before things get more expensive with how with you purchasing your LLC and all of that stuff, okay? Because I even noticed that to renew my like an LLC, to renew an LLC, one of my LLCs, the cost has actually went up. While it does go up on an annual basis, this is actually a significant amount. So I'm learning that to purchase LLCs and do all that stuff is actually getting quite pricey. So it's important that you complete these steps now before things get so expensive that you can't even start a business professionally. Okay. All right. So let me see if you guys have any questions in the chat. Drop your questions down before I go on a grant search really quick. So yeah. Hi, Trending Now. Thank you so much for being here. Black Coffee, thank you. She said, I've applied for about 125 grants and was only asked once for a pitch deck. I've had more asked for 3-minute videos. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yep, that's really good. You need to have a yeah, the 3-minute pitch video, as you guys see in the chat, that's something that is consistently asked for. Hi, Denise. Thank you so much for being here. Be Jeweled BTQ, thank you so much for being here. Can you touch on websites, directory, landing pages to have a presence? Okay, so okay, we're back. Sorry, my mic died. I forgot that I didn't charge it well yesterday. All right, so a pitch video, pitch deck, or just a pitch that you are doing is when you are convincing funders or investors to give you money. All right. And so a way that you do that in a pitch is you introduce your product and service. You introduce what your who your clientele is, what's their main problem and how your product and service solves it, why your product and service is needed right now in the market, why you are deserving of the money. So you can talk about your story. How did you even start this business, right? So give some sort of storyline. And then you would talk about, how impactful the funding will actually be to you and your clients. It's a mission-driven document. So pitch deck is a PowerPoint presentation, or pitch video is a video. It's a mission-driven video or piece of content that you would use to truly show how you are worthy of, the funding that you're requesting, and how it will be impactful and how it will solve lots of problems for your clients. Okay, cool. All right, so and then you said, can I touch on websites, directory, landing pages? So websites, directories, landing pages, you can do a website using Wix.com. I like Wix.com because Wix.com has really good templates. I like their templates, the template styles. So Wix, Wix.com. You can also create landing pages through there. And directories. Directories is when, like, remember back in the day, we used to have the white pages and yellow pages phone books. And that was a way that if your number was in any one of those phone books, which is essentially a physical directory, then if your number was there, then pretty much your number is active, then you are solid business. Your number is still active. Okay. Well, a directory, now we have things like Google Profile, 401 directory, or other public directories, especially like LinkedIn, where you would hold on one second. It says I froze. Thanks so much for waiting. Let me see. Let me check to see if we're back. I'm back. Yay. Thank you so much. All right. Awesome. Let me refresh my page. So, yeah, if you guys don't know, I'm here in Nigeria. So sometimes my internet can be in and out. All right. But we are back. Hey, Arthur. Thank you so much for being in the chat. So, what I was saying before I get into my like everything else, we're going to get through things quickly. All right. So, what I was saying before is that I use Wix.com or GoDaddy. So, I purchased my domains. I've had my domains for years. We're talking about over 5 years. And I use GoDaddy. I liked GoDaddy, but I noticed that when you do the free AI website through GoDaddy, that their templates are really they're really like let's say general. They're not super like nice. Wix.com, Wix is really good. And then also public directories or directories. That is when you are pretty much putting your business contact information out there. So when people Google you, they can be able to see that you are actually a business and your business specializes in whatever it specializes in. So doing things like Google My Profile, which is free, 401 directory, which is through listyourself.net. You can do that. And also you can put yourself in other public directories as well. LinkedIn is one of them as well. You want to create a LinkedIn page so people can find you there. Okay. I'm so sorry if the quality is not super good. I am using another Wi-Fi right now. So I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So let me bring up some stuff. So really quick, we're going to go through helloskip.com. And then I'm also going to show you my superior discipline calendar. I'm going to show that to you really quick so that way you guys can create your own calendars, okay? So I use Google to create my calendar. So let me go ahead and show you everything here now. Up close and personal. Thank you so much for being with me. All right. So I use the Google Calendar, okay? And so these greens that you see, sorry, we're in August. The greens that you see are simply tasks that I completed, all right? So that I created. So here, there is, when you go inside of your Google Calendar, there is a calendar that says task. You can color code it by simply clicking on the 3 dots and you can change the different colors, okay? As you can see, it's red. I like to use green because green is just like, it just feels like completion, okay? So I will use green. And then, so what I did was I put in 4 different tasks that I wanted to complete. Okay, I actually completed this. 4 different tasks that I knew I wanted to complete, or sorry, 3 tasks that I wanted to complete on a daily. Okay, so what does that look like? So let's say, sorry, let me exit out, discard. All right, so you would simply click on, I'm just going to click on a random date, right? Click on a date. And then it's going to ask you to add a title and time. You're going to make sure you put task. And then you'll put the title of your task up there. All right. Because that's what this is. So let's say reading or YouTube live stream. I don't know, or skill development. Whatever that would be that you want to do. You can add a description and it will be under my task. You add the time that you want to do it if you have a specific time every day. I usually choose all day, so that means that way it gives me all day to actually complete this task. Does not repeat. So if you want it to be daily, you can choose daily. Or if you want it to be like weekly on a Wednesday or monthly on the third Wednesday, annually or every weekday. So it can be Monday through Friday, or you can customize it. A lot of the times I customize it. Usually right here, it'll like show you different. Hold on, let me see. Customize. So usually right here, you'll have different bubbles and you can select which days out of the week that you want to do this. Every Sunday, I don't do anything. All right. I only go to church and that's it. So I make sure that, I have my Sundays off. All right. And then you would click save and then it would save for you. And then that's how you're able to get tasks like this. Okay. Um, so to show you what this looks like, and it goes like a whole month or two out. All right. So this is September calendar. These are things, this is how I'm going to be consistent. So yesterday was the 26th. So that's when I started this, right? So maybe we can do it like that so we can focus on, we don't have to see what else I got going on and what my schedule is like. All right. So this is the 26th. I'll click on the task. So yesterday I did not do my workout. All right. I didn't do my workout, so I can't cross that off. But I did do my daily live stream. All right. So I'm going to mark that as complete. Cool. So then that stays highlighted. So it shows me on this day, I did not work out. All right. Now today, I'm going to apply to one grant. All right. So that's one task that I want to do every day. So I'm going to apply to one grant now. And then 1 hour workout. So I've already done that. So that's really cool. So that shows today I worked out in my daily live stream. I'm currently doing this right now. Okay. So mark it as complete. So I've already got 2 out of the 3 things done that I want to do on a day-to-day basis and be more consistent about. Now, I will then go from after doing this for about a month. So when I get to um, the 27th of, sorry, why does it skip September? Weird. When I get to the 27th of September, all right, so after doing this for about a month, then I will bump it up to 5 tasks a day. Okay, but right now I'm starting out with 3, and then I will add 2 more. But what I've also done is that I've written down some things that I want to get done for my business, some new ideas that I have. Like I said, I have an affiliate program that I want to do with you guys. And then so that way we can earn money together. And also, some other like collaborations and partnerships that I want to do with other grant sites. So I need to plug my ideas in and reaching out to those people and those tasks. I need to put that on my calendar so I can have a specific day that allows me to reach out and complete the task and also a follow-up date. Okay, so this is how I'm keeping myself disciplined and organized. I hope this influences you to do it. And then before you know it, I'll have a full calendar that has all of these tasks that is crossed off, and I'll be able to see how productive I've been. Okay. So it's going to be very, very like being able to report to this calendar every day and just to see everything is going to be very like helpful for me. Okay. And I need to color code it. So that's why I put green. All right. So let's visit Hello Skip. You guys can visit helloskip.com. We are going to go ahead and complete one of my daily tasks that I need to do now. It says they have a summer grant. It says apply to the $10,000 summer grants next round. I think it's like going to end in a couple of hours, so we can possibly apply to that one. And yeah, all right. So let's go through Hello Skip. You guys can visit helloskip.com, and you can also use my invite code Superior Shelby. I'm going to just go directly to my dashboard. All right, so let's see what they have going on here. All right, so a pop-up automatically comes up that says new grant available. This is really cool. They have the $10,000 summer grants. So this is their 3rd time doing it. They have the $1,000 instant grant. If you guys don't know, you can instantly win $1,000. You have to go on their YouTube live and join in, and then they will call the number. Then they have a $10,000 cornerstone grant. It's a grant to support entrepreneurs that have a Square account for at least 6 months. So that's cool. All right, so it shows us some new grants that's available. All right, so we went over that Chasm grant. Okay, so I already applied. So I applied to that grant already. So let's see here. We have the $20,000 grant into a QuickBooks and Mailchimp Hero program that's due by November 15th. We have the She is Connected by AT&T. That's a $50,000 grant. The Poker Power by iPhone Women $100,000 grant. Remember, we all applied to that one together on Monday. IMG Leave Your Mark grant. So that's a $3,500 grant. They have Galaxy grants. If you guys don't know, Galaxy is a monthly um, grant opportunity you can go for. So that's really cool. And then they have all of these other really cool tools. Get a business valuation report, generate business plans for a free preview, generate a business plan. So they have all of those types of things. And other funding opportunities, business like credit cards through Capital One, a business bank account through Bluevine. So this is literally a full startup and small business type of funding tool, all right, that you can use. I love Hello Skip. I've been an affiliate with them for years, since at least the last 5 or 6 years. So yeah, okay. Um, all right, so I think to choose out of which ones I want to go for. Now, for this one, you have to be a Skip Plus member, and which means you have to pay like, I think it's like what, $20 a month or something like that. Let me click on it. There you go. So in order for you to submit this grant application, it says limited applications. You have to become a member. It says if you're not a Skip Plus active member, become a member here. Applications will not be considered unless you are a Plus member. A Plus member costs you can get 7 days free, or you can pay $30 a month. Okay, $30 a month, or you can pay $180 upfront. Okay, so you do have that option. If you decide to sign up for Skip Plus, then you get all of these options. They will search and apply for, I think, up to 5 grants for you. You get funding matches, grant application answers, get funding reminders, um, all kinds of cool stuff. Chat with Skip AI, estimated time to apply. Skip applies for you, funding insights, all kinds of cool stuff that you get with the Plus version. But they also have a free version where you don't have to pay at all. Okay, so I'm not going to apply to this grant because, I mean, it's not for everybody. It's up to you if you decide to join. Let me go back. So the grant I think I want to apply to is the Intuit QuickBooks Mailchimp. I haven't applied to this grant yet for myself. So yeah, let's actually see application. They only have one question here, but I want to go directly to the um the website. So like I told you guys before, I use HelloSkip to come on their dashboard and to see what grants they have in their platform. But essentially, I myself, I don't submit the grant directly through HelloSkip. And that's simply because I feel more secure and reassured in knowing that the direct grantor, which is the people that is giving out the money, have received my application directly. HelloSkip is a third party website, so I prefer to just simply copy the entire grant name and I would paste it in Google. Okay. I will paste it in Google and then it will bring up the actual grant. All right. So powering your business growth, bundle payroll is this, that's sponsored. See, here we go. Intuit. Remember, this is under sponsored. So that means, oh, sorry, y'all. This is under sponsored. All right. So you want to scroll down a little bit so you can get the direct website. And it says Intuit Small Business Hero Program. That is the name of it. So we would click on it. It's partnered with MailChimp and QuickBooks. All right, so let's read this one and we are going to apply together. All right, so quickbooks.intuit.com. Let me go ahead and put this information inside of our chat and then ask any questions that you might have really quick. So that way I can answer your questions. I'm going to put the link inside the chat and also I'm going to put the link and everything in the description too. Okay. Sorry, let me show you. Intuit. Let's say QuickBooks, small business Hero Program. Quickbooks and Malilchimp Small Business Hero Program. $20,000. The deadline, we'll get to that. I think it's November 13th. Here's the link. November 13th. 2025. All right. Okay, so the information is in the, and I also put it in the chat for you. All right. So let's read through it and then we are going to apply to it. All right. Nominate your small business for a hero grant. Nominate your small business hero. Nominate your small business hero for a grant. So celebrate a small business in your community. Nominate a small business who has shown courage, perseverance, and integrity. All right, so you can nominate a small business hero. It can be someone who does your hair. It can be someone who provides your medicines. It can be someone who comes by and cleans your house or your business. You can nominate them or you can nominate your own business, okay? All right, so let's see. Let's go through the official rules so we can reassure ourselves that we can actually nominate ourselves as well. No purchase necessary. Sponsored by Intuit. Open to U.S. and D.C. businesses only. So you got to be a United States-based business. Owner must be at least 18 years or older. All right, let's click on the official rules. You guys know I like to go through and dive deeper into the grant's official rules to reassure ourselves on exactly how we need to move forward. All right, so small businesses fuel our economy and play a key role in our local communities. This is our way of giving back to them. And it says nominate a small business hero for their chance to win $20,000 USD grant with additional resources. It's your email below to get started. Let me just scroll down and click on official rules. And it also has it here. Remember, it's in the small fine print too. It says enter contest by, contest by May 15, 2026. So this goes all the way up until May of next year. See official rules for all business eligibility requirements, phase data, and entry details. Well, we clicking on that. All right, now it brings up the PDF. This is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to see. All right, let's get down to it. Eligibility. So each business must be located in the United States, have been established, meaning the actual business formation, when the business registered with their Secretary of State for at least 1 year at the time of nomination. So you cannot be a startup, or if you are your startup phases, you need to have a business registration for at least 1 year. A business registration is a LLC, S Corp, C Corp, or anything like that, right? A business registration with your Secretary of State. You cannot have no more than 99 W-2 working employees. You must be a for-profit or a 501c3 organization. So you can be a 501c3 nonprofit organization. You must be a nonprofit or a 501c3 nonprofit organization, okay? You must be currently active and lawful, including but not limited to having all required licenses and registrations. So whatever licenses, certifications, and registrations you need to have in order to own and operate your business, you must have those. You cannot be a prior winner of the Intuit, QuickBooks, and Malilchimp Small Business Hero Program within the last 2 years. You must be, an owner of the business, a legal residence of, yes, a business not eligible. Sponsor is these agreements of, participation in this contest constitutes entrance full and unconditional agreement on these official rules and sponsors and administrators' decisions, which are final and binding in all matters related to this contest. Winning a prize is contingent upon fulfilling all requirements set forth herein. All right, so here is the actual timing and contest timeline. So this actually started May 15, 2025. So I've been actually talking about this grant consistently every month. So we are in quarter number two. We're in the second phase. Sorry, they go by phases. So we are in the second phase of this. So the start date was August 15th, and the end date is November 14th. The winner will be notified December 11th, 2025. Okay, cool. The reason why they're breaking this up in four phases is because for those of you who have started your companies at the beginning of, let's say, this year, right? And you haven't done a full year round yet. Well, they're giving you all the way up until February 2026 to be within that 1 year and having your business registration of 1 year. Okay. Awesome. Dennis asked a question. To be clear, can I nominate my own business or it has to be someone else's business? We are going to get to that. I'm independent. That's fine. Are you an independent contractor or do you have your business actually registered as a LLC? Like, as long as you have a business registration. Business registration is a limited liability company, limited liability partnership. So LLP, some of y'all states do that. INCs or incorporation, or you can have a 501c3 nonprofit. All right, so number 5, how to nominate a business. All right. During the contest period, you can visit the link that they have and follow the links and instructions to accurately complete and submit the contest registration form, including your full name and your valid email address. You must confirm that you are at least 18 years or older at the time of entry, and you must also agree to these official rules. Then, during the contest period, follow the directions to provide details related to the nominee, including the business name, business city and state, their website and or social media channels, as well as a full name and valid email address for the business owner. Next, follow the instructions to submit a response, at least 50 words, but no longer than 300 words, that explains how the business/nominee shows courage, perseverance, and integrity while making a positive impact in your community, and describe your passion for the business or the nominee. Herein your submission. Your submission need not include any reference, positive or negative, to the sponsor's products or services. Including a reference of sponsor's product or services in the contest submission will not improve your chances of winning. By uploading your submission, you agree that it confirms to the content restrictions listed below, and that the sponsor, in its own discretion, may disqualify you if it believes that it fails to conform. If your submission meets all requirements, your submission will be deemed one contest entry. Okay, that's fine. So here's the content restrictions. Must be in English, 50 words, at least 50 words to 300 words. Submission must be your original work. Original work, when it says that, submission must be your original work. That means do not use AI. Let's see this. The submission must not promote illegal activities. The submission must not be inappropriate, must not promote alcohol, illegal drugs, all that good stuff. Submission must not contain confidential information. Submission must not contain material that is inappropriate, offensive, or all that stuff. Submission must not. Okay, so let's see. All right, so limit. Each nominator may nominate up to 5 separate businesses during the contest period. Submissions received from any person or email address excess of the stated limit will be voided. Submissions generated by script, macro, or automated means are voided, so don't use AI, please. In the event of a dispute relating to any submission, sponsor and administrators will rely on the information submitted by the nominator to register for the contest. Sponsor, in its discretion, may require additional documentation from entrant to show proof of interest identity. Release parties as identified in section 10 below. Responsible for loss of late still. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Sponsors, use of submission. Winner determination. So this is how they determine the winner. Okay, so community impact. So the nominee has shown that it has courage, perseverance, and integrity in its community. So that's 60%. Nominator's passion, that's 40%. So they're able to, the submission demonstrates a strong passion for the nominee. Let's see. Winner requirements. On or around the dates listed above in section 4, the business owner for each potential winner will be notified by email. Business owner will be required to sign and return a declaration of compliance, liability waiver, and wherever. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Within 5 days. Cool. The prize, you get 20K, a $20,000 check to help run and grow the business. You get an Instagram post valued at 3,000, 12 months of free Quickbooks Online, 12 months of free Malilchimp, standard and marketing plan. Um, that's really cool. All right, release. So it really doesn't say general conditions. Sponsor reserves the right to cancel, suspend, or modify contents if it. Okay. It really doesn't say that you cannot nominate yourself. Okay. You and your sponsor agree that except as private below. Okay. All right. This is all other stuff. For a winners list, please click here. Wow. The winners list will be posted after winner confirmation is completed. Cool. Let me click here. Let me see if they already got a winners list. All right, the winners list. This is for promotion. Will be posted. Okay, so they don't have anything on the winners list as of yet. All right, cool. So it never said that you can't nominate yourself. So with that being said, we can nominate ourselves. All right, so let's get started on it. Nominate now. All right, and yep, I'm gonna put in my address. And supercharge my business. Supercharge my business.com. Get started. Judging criteria. All progress will be lost if you leave this page before submitting your entry. Okay, good to know. All right, so it looks like there's 3 parts to this. The first part, you would literally, sorry, y'all. Yeah, that would be better, right? Cool. First part, put in the small business information that you're nominating or your business. Number 2, just answer the question. Please share how this small business shows perseverance, integrity while making a positive impact on their community. Describe your passion for the small business, up to 300 words. And then you click the boxes to agree to their terms and conditions. Okay. And also, yeah. All right. Please confirm that you do not have any ownership interest in the business and the owner or employee of this business is not a family member. So I would not click that because I'm nominating myself. If you're nominating somebody else and they're not a family member and you're not part owner or an employee of the business, then you can click that. But since I'm the owner, it doesn't say you cannot be a person, right? I represent neither I represent that neither I nor any of my family members are affiliated with a small business and or potential winners as outlined in. I went through the official rules. I represent that neither I nor any of my family members are affiliated with a small business. So let's go back through the official rules because we went through that and the official rules did not state that. So let's go back into it because it's giving that you can't nominate yourself. Let me make sure because I don't want to submit the grant application and I don't want to tell y'all the wrong information. So eligibility is open to only to small businesses. Each business as defined below. Each business must be an owner of the business as defined as the individual who founded or understand must be at least the age of the minority. A business owner cannot nominate. Oh, here it is. A business owner cannot nominate their business in this contest. Oh, y'all, we can't nominate our own business. We can't. But y'all can nominate me though. You're more than welcome to nominate me. But we can't nominate ourselves. Wow, I did read over that. Sorry. So it says a business owner cannot nominate their business in this contest. So, with that being said, we can nominate each other. We can nominate each other. And you only get 5 entries. I'm gonna go in my I'm gonna nominate some of my clients. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna nominate a client. All right, so we're not gonna submit this grant. All right, at least we tried. Let me see. What else can we do? She's connected. Because or we do a Galaxy grant. Galaxy grant. Copy. Paste it. Okay, apply for a Galaxy grant. Okay, let's submit a grant. This is for only like $3,000. So we'll go ahead and complete the form. It says apply for a chance to win $2,950 Galaxy grant brought to you by Hidden Star, a 501c3 nonprofit that's been supporting women and minority businesses for over 9 years. Let's see. Deadline is September 30th, and winners are announced the following week. So good luck. This is the entry form. Oh, very straightforward, very simple. This is definitely what we need right now. So you can visit galaxyofthestars.org. I'll put the link in the chat as well. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of Galaxy before. Oh, the link is too long. I'll put it inside the chat. I mean, inside of here. That's the first one. I'll still keep that one. I'll say 3K. Deadline. September 30th. 5. Let's see, link. That's the link. Okay, so I'll put it inside the chat for you. I mean, not the chat. I put it inside the description. All right, so you can go ahead and apply to this one too. This one will be really, really quick. All right, so showing her selling at supercharge my business. And zip code to my business, my ethnicity. I'm a female. Business status. I currently own a business. Let's say refer by YouTube. I agree to the grant terms and conditions and submit. Very simple and straightforward. Awesome. So you can check it says check your inbox. Your confirmation email has more grants for you to apply to. This is cool. All right. So we applied to one grant. So let me go to my calendar. And I'm going to check that off on my discipline calendar. Also, I want to bring to you guys a by affiliation. So maybe I should have downloaded the slides, but it's okay. We're gonna go to Canva and bring it up. All right, so we applied to one grant a day. I can mark this off as completed on my calendar. And look, this is really cool. All right, yes, I have completed pretty much everything. I have another consultation later. So yeah, all right. I have been quite productive today. All right, so let me show you guys my and I'll go over this another day, but like fully. But let me show you guys my superior affiliate program. All right, I think you would like it. So the affiliate program, you can earn 30% commission on each paying client that you bring in. I'm actually going to host a Zoom that dives deeper into this. And I'll talk more about it tomorrow as well. So you can earn 30% commission on each paying client, friend. So the service you can refer Two is the business plan and pitch deck. So you can win, like you can be rewarded $90 per referral off of just like referring somebody to sign up for business plan and pitch deck writing with me. The grant writing services. Remember, I have two different business models. So you have Model A and Model B. Model A is when you pay $420 and I will write 5 grants for you. You can be rewarded $126 per referral. Or Model B is when you will get rewarded on a monthly basis. Every time a client pays one of these monthly subscriptions, you have the ability to be able to be rewarded. So the $3.99 subscription, you can get $119 every month. And then for the $5.99, you can get $180 a month. So this is really good. So you can refer people, you get 30% commission. If that's something that you're interested in, then you can always just simply, I'll make a post about it on my community post. And I'll also bring it to you tomorrow. I'll talk more about it at the beginning of the live stream tomorrow. So that way I can put the link. But also in the description, I will put the link to the Calendly booking link so you can secure your spot. I'm actually going to host a Superior Affiliate team meeting. It's going to be Zoom. It's free, right? So in this Zoom, I'm going to dive deeper into the offer and the rewards you can get in addition to your commission. So not only can you make commission 30% off of referring someone who's an entrepreneur and a startup to my services, but also there's a rewarded program. And yeah, so you can secure your spot for it. All right. Awesome. So that's pretty much it. Do we have like any questions for the day? We went through what grants are, all of this good stuff. We submitted a $3,000 grant, even though we couldn't do the nominate your small business grant. That sucks, but it's okay. So I couldn't nominate my own business, but that's okay. And then what else? What else did we do? We did that. We went over my calendar. So my superior discipline calendar, you guys are seeing that I'm checking off my tasks and I'm being super disciplined and productive. May God help us all. And my superior affiliate. Are we back? Okay, we're back. Awesome. So yeah. And then my like a grant referral nomination party. Kind of like, yeah, that's that we can talk about that during the affiliate Zoom as well. We can all nominate each other, but I'm also probably gonna just nominate 5 of my clients. So yeah, we talked about a lot today. The affiliate program is going to be awesome. It's going to allow you to have an extra stream of income for your business and also allow you to offer more incentives to your clients if you serve other entrepreneurs and small business owners. Even if you don't, if you have friends that have businesses or family or coworkers that have businesses, small businesses, and they're looking for funding, a grant is a really great way for them to be able to move forward and get free money that they can use. So okay, we're back. Sorry, you guys. All right, so yeah, that was it. I'm actually concluding everything. So I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to kickstart our conversation tomorrow, talking a little bit more about the affiliate program.